Pandit Birju Maharaj was an Indian dancer, composer, singer, and exponent of the Lucknow Kalka Bindadin Gharana of Kathak dancer in India. Who was the founder of Satya Sholak Samaj? Jyotirao Phule is the founder of Satya Sholak Samaj. Which state chief minister has been awarded the Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Award for Fear Free State in May 2023? Chief Minister of UP. Which institution was established in 2015 in the place of Planning Commission of India, Niti Aayog? According to the Women Reservation Bill 2023, how many seats in the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies are reserved for women? 1/3. Which Indian musician is the first singer to get the highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna? M.S. Subbulakshmi. Who joined the Competition Commission of India (CCI) as chairperson on 23rd May 2023? Ravneet Kaur. Population census is the total process of collecting, compiling, analyzing, and disseminating demographic, economic, and social data pertaining at a specific time of all persons in a country as well defined part of a country. Complete the statement given below with respect to the judge's removal. The Indian Constitution prescribes a very difficult procedure for removal of judges. Which of the following statement is correct regarding badminton? 1. At the beginning of the game of badminton, when the score is even, the server serves from the left service court. Server and number 2, server and receiver always stands in opposite service court but on the same side. Neither 1 nor 2. M3 is the most commonly used measure of money supply. Which Indian dancer won the Sangeet Nata Academy Award for Odissi dance? Saropa Sen. Barash is similar to the Hindu festival Diwali, which is celebrated by which of the following tribe? Varli and Kokna. The first economic census of India was conducted throughout the country except lasted during 1977 in collaboration with the state or union territories. When Mendeleev started his work, how many elements were known at that time? 63 elements. According to the Part 4 of Indian Constitution, who is a parent or guardian has the duty to provide opportunities for education to his child, as the case may be, born between the ages of 16 to 14. The IAAF World Championship in Athlete became a fully professional competition from 1997. Open Network for Digital Commerce (ONDC) is an initiative by Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. What is the name of the earliest form of writing known in the Indian subcontinent? Answer is in the script. Rangaswamy Cup is associated with which sport? Hockey. Which sport is played by Indian sports player Leander Paes. Lawn tennis. Pannalal Ghosh is famous for which musical instrument? Flute. As per Census 2011, which of the following states have the highest female literacy rate? Kerala. After independence, India launched its first five-year plan in 1951 under socialist influence of the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. The Sangeet Nata Academy is India's National Academy for Music, Dance and Drama. It was created by a resolution of the then Minister of Education, Government of India in 1952 with Dr. P.V. Raja Mannar as its first chairman. The Nehru Trophy competition near Alafuzal, held at the second Saturday of August every year, is the most competitive and popular of the boat races category. Famous book Arthasastra tells us that Northwest was important for blanket and South India for its gold precious stones during the Mauryan period. UNDP partners with DAYNULM towards empowering women entrepreneurship in June 2023. The Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution of India on August 15, 1947. Which former Supreme Court judge has been appointed as the governor of Andhra Pradesh? S. Abdul Nazir. A policy think tank called the Niti Aayog was established to advise the government. Who has been appointed as the second Chief of Defence Staff in India? Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan. In which of the following state of India is the festival Bonalu celebrated? In Telangana. In which year was the Treaty of Amritsar signed? In the year 1809. Which of the following is a function of Reserve Bank of India? 1. Issuing of currency. 2. Lender of last resort. Both 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Name the Indian Persian dance form from Uttar Pradesh. Kathak. Kathak is the dance form from Uttar Pradesh. Which of the following is not one of the criteria to measure deprivation in the Social, Economic and Caste Census 2021 conducted by the Government of India? Household with no adult female aged 15 to 59. In India, subjects to the provision of Article 333, the Legislative Assembly of each state shall consist of not more than 500 members. The loudness of sound is measured in which unit? Decibel. Which of the following term is not related with cricket? 1. Eagle. 2. Basket. Answer: both 1 and 2 are not related to cricket. With how many countries does India share a sea border? With 2 countries. Constitutions limit the power of government in many ways. The most common way of limiting the power of government is to specify certain fundamental rights that all of us possess as citizens which no government can ever be allowed to violate. How many cities of the whole state hosted the national games? 5 cities of the whole state, that is Goa, hosted the national games. Indian origin: Suella Braver Maine. Was United Kingdom. Home Secretary until November 2023. Which union minister announced the launch of Amazon Future Engineer Program? Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Ustad Binda Khan is associated with which of the following instrument? Sarangi. In which unit noise pollution is measured? Decibel. In August 2023, the central government has granted a 1-year extension to the Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, making him the longest-serving Cabinet Secretary in India's history. At the end of which of the following 5-year plan of India, 5 IITs were set up in the country? At the end of first 5-year plan. The Green Revolution was instrumental in reducing India's dependence on imports of food grains. Mysuru Dasara is a grand celebration in the Indian state of Karnataka, featuring a royal procession, cultural events, and a display of decorated elephants. Which of the following statement is correct regarding Gautama Buddha? 1. Siddhartha, also known as Gautama, the founder of Buddhism, was born about 2,500 years ago. The Gautama Buddha belonged to a small Gana known as Sakya Gana. Both 1 and 2 is correct. Leather paste is associated with lawn tennis. In which year was Gandhi Irwin Peck signed? In the year 1931. Where was International Shooting Sports Federation World Cup 2022 held? In Cairo, Egypt. Which of the following statement is correct regarding depreciation? Both 1 and 2. There is 1. Depreciation is termed as loss of fixed asset due to wear and tear during its useful life. Depreciation doesn't take account unexpected or sudden destruction. Both 1 and 2 is correct. Which of the following state union territories have the highest male literacy rate according to Census of India 2011? Kerala. Swang is a lively dance form of the Bundelkhand region. Its performance began with beating of mridang and gradually gained momentum dotted with prose and poetic dialogues. In Olympic table tennis event, if the points are tied at 10-10, a player then has to strive for a 4-point lead to win the game. In August 2023, which of the following former Chief Justice of India was appointed as a member of Singapore International Mediator Panel? N.V. Ramana. In June 2023, who has been awarded Spinoza Prize, which is also sometimes referred to as Dutch Nobel Prize? Joyita Gupta. Which religion has the majority population in India? In India, Hinduism has the majority population. Which of the following is the least populous state of India as per 2011 census? Sikkim is the least populous state of India as per 2011 census. Which country will host 2026 Asian Games? Japan will host 2026 Asian Games. Green Revolution started in the year 1965 and the third 5-year plan was between 1961 to 1966. What is the time period of 11th 5-year plan in India? 2007 to 2012. When the office of Chairman of the Council of State is vacant, then his or her duties shall be performed by which of the following? Deputy Chairman of the Council of State. Which Indian dancer won the Sangeeta Academy Award in 2018 for child dance? Answer is Tapan Kumar Patanayak. Which of the following Mauryan inscription is not located in the present-day India? Kandahar. The Hornbill Festival features which indigenous tribes showing their showcasing their culture and tradition? Naga tribe. In 1866, John Newland, an English scientist, arranged the then known elements in the order of increasing atomic masses. It is known as Newland's law of actives. In any tennis game, if both players win 3 points each in a game, score is 4-4, then it is called as duels. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in consequence to the protest against the Rowlatt Act. Wandari dance is associated with which of the following state? Jharkhand. Wandari, Jharkhand. Which of the following parts of Indian Constitution deals with directive principle of state policy? Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. Which sport is the Aga Khan Cup associated with? Hockey. Which of the following country borders India to the northwest? Afghanistan and Pakistan borders India to the northwest. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare has launched PM Kisan AI Chatbot Kisan E-Mitra in 2023, which will provide the farmers with a one-stop solution for their grievances and related to PM Kisan scheme. Banking Regulation Act was passed in 1949. Which musical instrument is played by Pandit Ravi Shankar? Sitar. Which sport is played by Indian sportsperson Anaka Alanka Moni? Squash. With the theory of relativity, Albert Einstein transformed the landscape of physics. This theory majorly contributed to designing the theory of quantum mechanics. Under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana (PMJDY), 100% of households provided with a Jan Dhan account in Madhya Pradesh as on August 9, 2023. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mentions that no person accused of any offence shall be compelled to a witness against himself? Article 20 of the Indian Constitution. The Duleep Trophy is associated with cricket. Which of the following state has the lowest female literacy rate as per 2011 census? That is Rajasthan. With the following about the impact of green revolution to the Indian farmers in India. A. The introduction of green revolution helped the farmers in raising their level of income. B. Farmers plow back their surplus income for improving agriculture productivity. Answer is neither A nor B. Which state chief minister launched Kalaignar Magalir Urimai Thogai Thitam initiative with the goal of empowering the women of state? Tamil Nadu. Sarojini Naidu served as the President of Indian National Congress in the year 1925. Which of the neighboring countries used to be parts of India? That is Pakistan and Bangladesh. Which into how many distinctive types of territories was the Harshvardhan dynasty divided? Into two distinctive types. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is related to the Finance Commission of India? Article 280. Green Revolution also can be termed as Agriculture Revolution. Ustad Bismillah Khan is famous exponent of Senai, who was awarded Udyog Ratna Award 2023 established by the Maharashtra government. Ratan Tata. Which of the following is the highest award for dance in India? Sangeet Nata Academy Award. Service tax, a tax on services like telephone services, stockbrokers, health club, beauty parlor, dry cleaning services, etc. was introduced in the year 1994 to 1995. Which of the following state does the dance form Lavani belong? That is Maharashtra. In each of the following sports, the participants are called pugilists. Boxing. The Losar festival celebrated in Ladakh and Tibetan communities marks the New Year festival. Which country hosted the FIFA World Cup 2022? Qatar. Captain Pratima Bular Maldonado, an Indian origin police officer, has become the highest ranking South Asian woman in the New York Police Department in May 2023. During which circumstances can some fundamental rights be suspended as per the Indian Constitution? During external emergencies such as war or external aggressions. Which dance style is associated with the story of Lord Krishna and his queen Satyabhama Kalapam? Kuchipudi. An off-drive is a cricket shot where the batsman swings the bat vertically and hits the ball along the ground. The ball is hit between cover and mid-off. Which of the following war or battle is associated with the hanging of Mangal Pandey? Indian Rebellion of 1857. Bohag Bihu is also known as Rongali Bihu. The second five-year plan stressed rapid industrialization and the public sector. It was drafted and planned under the leadership of P.C. Mahalanobis. Which state government has passed a law providing 30% horizontal reservation for resident women in the state in government jobs in May 2023? Uttarakhand. Which of the following sports is played by Ankita Raina? Lawn tennis. Which country won the FIFA World Cup 2022? Argentina. According to the World Bank, by what rate has extreme poverty reduced in India between 2011 and 2019? 12.3%. The capital of Mauryan Empire was Patliputra. As of July 2023, Deepika Deswal is the youngest Indian to deliver a speech at the United Nations for the third time. Who of the following was awarded by Sangeet Nata Academy for contributions to Bharatanatyam dance style? Radha Sridhar. What is the chemical formula for barium hydroxide? BaOH2. Which of the following is maximum strength of Rajya Sabha? 250. Question number 18. The Make in India was launched on September 25, 2014. The Ranjit Singh Gold Cup is associated with which of the following sports? Hockey. The first and foremost role of money is that it acts as a medium of exchange.
Before 1921, India was the first stage of demographic transition. Cricket became an international game with the formation of ICC in 1909. Which of the following statement is correct regarding Central Goods and Service Tax Amendment Bill 2023? 1. It was introduced in Lok Sabha in August 2023. It amends the Central Goods and Service Tax CGST Act 2017. Both 1 and 2 is correct. The Vice President of India serves as the ex officio chairman of which legislative body? Rajya Sabha. Who is appointed as Attorney General for India from 1st October 2022? R. Venkatramani. Which five-year plan of India was introduced under the leadership of Indira Gandhi? Fourth five-year plan. Famed Bharatanatyam exponent and founder of Kalakshetra, Rukmini Devi Arundale was the proud recipient of 1956 Padma Bhushan. The gross domestic product of country is derived from the different sector of the economy, namely agriculture sector, the industrial sector, and the service sector. India has 15,106.7 km of land border and a coastline of 7,516.6 km, including island territories. In 1919, Gandhiji called for a satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act that curbed fundamental rights such as the freedom of expression. According to 2011 census of India, which of the following states or UTs is most literate? Goa. The right to freedom includes the right to practice any profession, occupation, trade, or business under which article of the Indian Constitution? Article 19 to 22. Which of the following singer was awarded Padma Bhushan in 2023 for her contributions to film playback singing in 19 languages? Vani Jairam. During ancient India in the Tamil region, ordinary plowmen were called Ujjavar. Hareli, Kazari, and Madai festival are associated with which of the following state? Chhattisgarh. Who chairs the parliamentary committee report that prepared the report COVID-19 pandemic, global response, India's contribution, and the way forward? P.P. Chowdhury. Which Indian state hosted the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup 2023? Odisha. Which country has won the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup 2023? Germany. Which chemical compound is used in car batteries as the formula PbSO4? Lead sulfate. To which of the following states of India does the dance form Dandari belong? Telangana.
Who among the following was associated with the Young Bengal movement? Henry Deroggio. India became the winner of Cricket World Cup for the first time in 1983. Which of the following dance is performed by women on various occasions to the beating of drum in Madhya Pradesh? Matki dance. In May 2023, Province So the Director General of Police in Karnataka has been appointed as the next Director of Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI. Megasthenes wrote about Patliputra saying, "It is large and beautiful city. It is surrounded by massive wall. It has 570 tower and 64 gates." Which of the following articles of Indian Constitution is related to the fundamental duties? Article 51A. Given among the options, Lakshadweep is a union territory with highest literacy rate as per census 2011. In which of the following state is the Hornbill Festival celebrated? In Nagaland. Who coined the term evergreen revolution to increase agricultural production in India? M.S. Swaminathan. The 8th five-year plan was finally launched in 1992 after the initiation of structural adjustment policies. Read the following about commercial bank in India. A commercial bank are the other types of institutions which are part of the money-creating system of the economy. They accept deposits from the public and lend out parts of these funds to those who want to borrow. Identify the incorrect statement. Neither A nor B. In which year was the first edition of Indian Premier League IPL cricket tournament held? First edition was held in 2008. Poverty is a state or condition in which individual or community lacks the financial resources and essentials for a minimum standard of living. A typical freestyle wrestling bout is divided into two periods of 3 minutes each with a 30-second break in between. In October 2022, Justice Dinesh Kumar has been appointed as the presiding officer of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Tribunal by the Government of India. In which of the following state government launches Bhagwan Birsa Munda Joraste scheme to connect tribal villages with main roads? Maharashtra. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution deals with the Indian Parliament? Articles 79 to 122. Which of the following is famous for playing musical instrument kanjiri? Pudukkottai Dakshina Murthy Pillai. Which of the following statement is correct regarding rate of diffusion of liquids? 1. Rate of diffusion of liquid is higher than that of solids. This is due to the fact that the liquid state particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to the particles in the solid state. Both 1 and 2 is correct regarding rate of diffusion of liquids. In a capitalist society, the goods produced are distributed among people, not on the basis of what people need, but on the basis of purchasing power. Disrespecting of national flag is a violation of which of the following fundamental duties mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Article 51A. Who has been conferred the first ever Udyog Ratna Award instituted by the Maharashtra government in August 2023? Ratan Tata. PM Program for Restoration, Awareness, Nourishment, and Amelioration of Mother Earth, PM Tanam Scheme, launched in 2023, aims to promote usage of alternative fertilizers and balanced use of chemical fertilizer. On the bank of now dry course of this river, the ancient city of Harappa was built. On the bank of Ravi River, which term is used to denote the mean income computed for every man, woman, and child in a particular group, including those living in group quarters. Per capita income. Kathak dance is known as a combination of music, dance, and narrative. Which instrument is played by Pandit Ravi Shankar? Sitar. Which of the following is not a writ issued by the Supreme Court of India? Jus soli. Radha Sridhar is associated with which of the following classical dance? Bharatanatyam. The Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928. The proportion of population below the poverty line is called the poverty ratio or head count ratio. Gurpurab is celebrated by which of the following community? Sikh community. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Anjum Chopra? Cricket. Which Chief Minister made an announcement regarding the issuance of Kunbi certificate to all Maratha Kunbis in 2023? Eknath Shinde. Which country hosted the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2023? Indonesia. Rukmini Devi is regarded as one of the most distinguished artists of Bharatanatyam. Who of the following is an agricultural scientist who has played an important role in the Green Revolution in India? Mankombu Sambasivan Swaminathan. Direct change of gas to solid without changing it to liquid is called deposition. A football match is played by two teams, each with a maximum of 11 players. Who among the following has the lowest sex ratio as per 2011 census? Rajasthan. The Bharatiya Nagrik Sanhita BNSS 2023 aimed at replacing the Criminal Procedure Code was introduced by Home Minister Amit Shah. Match the following personalities with their associated musical instrument. Right answer is number 4. S. Balachandar is associated with Veena. Anushka Shankar associated with sitar. Hisan Mahajan is associated with tabla. The adult literacy rate 15 plus for male is 78.8 against 59.3 of female in 2011. The Manorama Thakkar Award in Indian dance is given in recognition of excellence and achievement in performance of research, studies in Indian dance. How many members of the Rajya Sabha are elected indirectly and are representative of states and union territories? 238. Which state cabinet has approved the Abwa Awas Yojana, a housing scheme, in October 2023? Jharkhand. In any tennis game, any game starts at 0:0 and the 0 point in tennis is called love. Unemployment that occurs during recession. Unemployment that occurs during recession and depression are called cyclic unemployment. Who was recently appointed as Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India in June 2023? Swaminathan Janakiraman. All the following is correct regarding Green Revolution in India. Both 1 and 2 is correct. That is, during Green Revolution, shifting from traditional farming to monoculture had negative effect on small farmers. One of the impact of Green Revolution is overcapitalization in agriculture. What is the basic unit of time? Second. Read the following statement about money. A. Money acts as a convenient unit of account. B. The value of all goods and services can be expressed in monetary units. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Which dance form originated in Andhra Pradesh? Kuchipudi. Tipu Sultan became the ruler of Mysore in 1782. In which of the following state of India is Nongkrem festival celebrated? In Meghalaya. Which of the following club is playing in I-League 2023? Punjab FC, Mohammed Sporting Club. Only 2. Mohammed Sporting Club is playing in I-League 2023-24. Which article of the Indian Constitution comprises the fundamental duties? Article 51A. Which of the following statement is correct regarding 5-year plan in India? Both 1 and 2 is correct regarding 5-year plan in India. That is 1. India has emerged as one of the fastest growing economy by the end of the 10th 5-year plan. 10th 5-year plan has set monitorable targets for field indication of development. Who was the founder of Mauryan Empire? Chandragupta Maurya. Which team played in the finals of the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy in November 2023? Punjab and Baroda. According to the Census of India 2011, this literate state of India among the given option is Bihar. What is the central theme of Poshan Pagwada 2023 organized by the Ministry of Women and Child Development? Millet-based foods for nutritional security. In July 2023, Adav Arjuna was elected as the president of Basketball Federation of India. The Trisur Puram is a famous temple festival celebrated in which Indian state known for its elaborate procession and fireworks display? In the state of Kerala. The Indian Parliament comprises of the President and 2 houses. The term Green Revolution refers to the new agriculture technology developed during the 1950s and 1960s by a team of agriculture experts at the International Center for Maize and Wheat Improvement in Mexico, at the International Rice Research Institute in Philippines. Which of the following pairs or sports person is associated is correct? Neither one nor two is correct. Smriti Mandana hockey, Jyoti Yarazi cricket. Gidda dance is mainly related to Punjab. The city of Dholavira was located on Kadir Bed in the Run of Kutch, where there was fresh water and fertile soil. How many triads were mentioned in the Dubaineer Strait? 4 triads were mentioned in the Dubaineer Strait. Who is known as the father of Indian Renaissance and played a pivotal role in the Bengal Renaissance movement? Rajaram Mohan Roy. Which of the following is an example of constitutional bodies in India? The Election Commission of India is an example of constitutional bodies. Which iconic Indian classical vocalist, often known as Mewati Maestro, is celebrated for his mastery of Khayal singing and his innovative approach to ragas? Pandit Jasras. Which of the following sports is played by Mohammad Das? Table tennis. Number 15. Which dance form from Karnataka involves large drum hung around the neck of men and is known for its religious and battle fervor? Dolu Kunitha. Read the following about capital receipts. All those receipts of government which creates liability or reduce financial assets are termed as capital receipts. The main term of capital receipts are loan raised by the government from the public, which are called market borrowing, borrowing by the government from the Reserve Bank and commercial bank and other financial institution through the sale of treasury bills, loan received from foreign government and international organization, and recoveries of loan granted by the central government. Both A and B is correct about capital receipts. Name the famous hockey player after which there is a stadium built in New Delhi. Major Dhyan Chand. Which of the following Indian state has less sex ratio than combined sex ratio of India according to 2011 census of India? Gujarat has less sex ratio than combined sex ratio of India. As of July 2023, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar filed his nomination paper for the Rajya Sabha election from which state? From the state of Gujarat. Read the following about deficit reduction. Both A and B is correct about deficit reduction, that is, government deficit can be reduced by increase in taxes or reduction in expenditure. B. In India, the government has been trying to increase tax revenue with greater reliance on direct taxes. Indirect taxes are regressive in nature and they impact all income group equally. Which instrument was played by Ustad Asad Ali Khan? Rudra Veena. Gangor festival is historically native to which of the following? Rajasthan. P.R. Srizes is a hockey player. In which year was the Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi launched? In the year 1930. Sangeet Nata Academy Award was earlier known as Presidential's Award. H2 is a molecular formula of which of the following element? Hydrogen. Which of the following is correct regarding conditions of governor's office? Number 3. Only 2 is correct. That is, governor shall be entitled without payment of rent to the use of his official residence. Which of the following department under the Ministry of Finance has launched the scheme Vivat Se Viswas 2 contractual disputes to effectively settle the pending contractual disputes of government and government undertakings? Department of Expenditure. Which of the following event was played in National Games 2023? Both 1 and 2, that is Sepak Takraw and Malakam. Heptathlon for women includes 7 events. Under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin in Himachal Pradesh, 19,578 houses has been sanctioned in Himachal Pradesh and 14,906 houses has been completed as of November 9, 2023. Which of the following 5-year plan of India was complete failure? Third 5-year plan. Which of the following parts of Indian Constitution deals with the Union and its territories? Part 1. What is the name of the Indian American cancer physician who is among the 15 individuals chosen to the 2023 and 2024 class of White House Fellows? Kamal Meghrajani. Which of the following measures of money supply is most liquid? M1. A famous play, Abhigyan Saguntalam, was written by which of the following personalities? There is Kalidas. Kuchipudi originated in a village named Kuchipudi in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. India shares its land border with 7 countries. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, it promises 100 days of guaranteed wage employment to all rural households in India who volunteer to do unskilled manual work. In India, Garibi Hatao and attainment of self-reliance was the main objective of 5th 5-year plan. In August 2023, Neeraj Chopra made a history by winning the gold medal in the men's javelin throw event at the World Athlete Championship held in Budapest, Hungary. In which type of shooting sports do athletes shoot at targets from a distance of 10 meters, 25 meters, and 50 meters? Rifle shooting. Which of the following gases, when cooled and compressed, can change from a gas to a supercritical fluid state? Answer is carbon dioxide, CO2. When John Osadi train was flagged off by Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, Indian Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemical Fertilizer, and Sri Aswini Vaishnav, Minister for Railways and Communication, Electronics and Information Technology, in 2023. Article 32 of the Indian Constitution gives an extensive original jurisdiction to the Supreme Court in regard to the enforcement of fundamental rights. Which album earned Ricky Case his 3rd Grammy Award? Divine Tides. Saiko Mirabai Chanu is an Indian weightlifter. Faturpa Jatra and Mando Festival are related with which of the following state? It is related to Goa. Who hosted the 2011 ODI Cricket World Cup? India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. The Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023 establishes the National Capital Services Authority, which consists the Chief Minister, the Chief Secretary of Delhi, and Principal Home Secretary of Delhi. India has an open border with which of the following countries? With Nepal. In India, the financial or fiscal year is taken from 1st April to 31st March. In which state Kundankulam nuclear power plant is established? Tamil Nadu. In which year did Cripps mission arrive in India? In the year 1942. Article 43. The state shall endeavor to promote cottage industry on an individual or cooperative basis in rural areas. It is a directive based on Gandhian principles. As per 2011 census, India's population was 121.1 crore with 48.5% female population. Which among the following articles of the Indian Constitution deals with the right to freedom of religion? Article 25 to 28. Kathakali and Mohiniyattam dance form originates from the southern Indian state of Kerala. The oldest Veda is the Rig Veda, composed of about 35,000 years ago. What are the two main forms of protection used to shield domestic industries from foreign competition in an inward-looking trade strategy? Tariff and quotas. In which year was the Second Anglo-Burmese War fought? In the year 1852. Who was the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire? Brihadatta. At independence, about 35% of the country's population was dependent on agriculture. Question number 4. Which Indian dancer won the Sangeet Nata Academy Award in 2018 for string puppetry? Anupama Hoskere. Which of the following statement is correct about Digital Personal Data Protection 2023? 1. The bill will apply to processing of digital personal data within India, where such data is collected online or collected offline and is digitized. It will also apply to such processing outside India, if it is for offering goods and service in India. Answer is both 1 and 2 is correct. Question number 6. The Government of India in Budget 2023-24 has adopted how many priorities? 7 priorities. Since which year did rapid economic growth lead to a sharp reduction in India's extreme poverty? In the year 1991. Which sport is played by Indian sportsperson Sefali Verma? Cricket. Which of the following statement is correct regarding classification of expenditures of government? 1. Revenue expenditure is expenditure incurred for purpose other than creation of physical or financial asset of the central government. Capital expenditure results in creation of physical or financial assets or reduction in financial liabilities. Both 1 and 2 is correct. The growth rate target for the 12 5-year plan was 8%. Ran Utsav promotes natural beauty and other famous traveling places for the stunning zone of Kutch during the full moon nights in the winter season. The white sand desert looks more mesmerizing. The 2010 Commonwealth Games were held in New Delhi in India. Liquids flow and Jain said they are not rigid and thus they are called fluid. Who took oath as the 50th Chief Justice of India? DY Chandrachun. Which of the following dance form is performed by Kuruba men in Karnataka? Dolu Kunitha. The idea of fundamental duties has been borrowed from the Constitution of USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Who is famous for playing the percussion instrument tabla? Allah Raka. Which country hosted the Sultan of Johor Cup 2023? Malaysia. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mention the Supreme Court as a court of record? Article 129. Which state has the highest population growth according to 2011 census? Meghalaya has the highest growth population. Which state government has unveiled its plan to provide homes for over 47,000 impoverished residents in the state rural areas as a part of the inaugural phase of Mukhyamantri Gramin Awas Nyaya Yojana? Chhattisgarh. When was the first Commonwealth Games held? In the year 1930. Which of the following classical dance form is associated with Kerala? Mohiniyattam. Which of the following first a 5-year plan of India aims was to make India self-reliant and self-generating economy? Third 5-year plan. Who banned the tractor stand in Punjab in 2023? Bhagwan Man. During which religious event in India do the devotees take a holy dip in the Ganga's river, believing it washes away their sins, and perform various rituals at the river bank? Kumbh Mela. Which sport is led by the Indian sportsperson Janet Vedi? Squash. King Asoka of the Mauryan Empire was a follower of Buddhism. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel serves as a president of Congress in 1931. Pandit Bhimsen Joshi has received highest civilian award Bharat Ratna in which of the following years? In the year 2009. With respect to money and banking, what does SLR stands for? Statutory Liquidity Ratio. The Socio-Economy and Caste Census SSC 2011 ruler of India allows the ranking of the household under others category based on their status on 7 deprivation parameters. Each of the following was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly of India? Rajendra Prasad. Anand Maheshwari, the President of Microsoft India, has been appointed as the Chairperson of NASSCOM for the period of 2023 and 2024. In the long jump, the takeoff has to be made from a 20 centimeter wide board 1 meter away from a pit. The first 5-year plan of India was based on which model? Herod-Domar model. Which Union Territories of India has the highest population density per 2011 census? NCT of Delhi. National Bal Sri Honor is an initiative of National Bal Bhawan to identify the creative potential of children in 4 main streams and motivate them to pursue and enhance their creative potential. The evaluation and selection is a complex process and procedure which needs constant refinement and inputs from the creative artists and experts in various fields. Who is the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha Council of State in India? Vice President. Who has assumed the charge as Chairperson International Financial Services Center Authority IFSCA from August 2023? K. Razaraman. Which element has the highest atomic number and is the heaviest natural occurring element? Uranium. Which of the following countries is not a member of SAARC? China. With respect to the Green Revolution, what does HYV stands for? High Yielding Varieties. To which of the following state does the dance from Chao belong? It belongs to West Bengal. Krishna Rao Sankar Pandit, Raja Bhaya Putswala are associated with which Gharana? Gwalior Gharana. Who among the following is appointed as the 25th Director General of Indian Coast Guard? Rakesh Paul. In South India, the Ur was a village assembly found in areas where the landowners were not Brahmins. What is the total literacy rate according to 2001 census of India? 64.83%. Which classical dancer was one of the youngest recipients of Padma Bhushan 1992 for her contribution to the field of classical dancing? Sonal Mansingh. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Ankita Das? Table tennis. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding fundamental duties mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Number 4. Fundamental duties are mentioned in Part 5A in the Indian Constitution, which is not correct. Making sugar from sugarcane falls under which sector of economic activities? Secondary sector. The aim of the MISTI scheme is to protect and revive mangrove ecosystem on the Indian coast while enhancing the socio-economic status of nearby communities. The Nisha Gandhi Festival Dance Festival is organized by the Kerala Tourism Development Corporation. It is collaborated twice a year, once in the month of October and November, and then in the month of March and April in Kannakunu Place compound in the city of Trivandrum or Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Who is known as the father of Green Revolution in India? M.S. Swaminathan. Who among the following people was popular as the Nightingale of India? Sarojini Naidu. Which of the following pair regarding events and its type is correct? Neither 1 nor 2 is correct. Which game uses the ELO rating system to assess the skill level of its player? Chess. The President has the power to summon and prorogue either houses of parliament or to dissolve Lok Sabha. Triple point of a substance in the temperature and pressure of which three phases, gas, liquid, and solid of that substance may coexist in thermodynamic equilibrium. When a shuttle is floated high in the air and a player has time to unleash a powerful overhand shot straight to the floor of the opposing court, it is known as smash. Which of the following won the maximum number of gold medals in national games? Maharashtra. The social reformer Rajaram Mohan Roy is associated with which socio-religious reform movement in India? Brahmo Samaj. The directive principles of state policy in the Indian Constitution are primarily aimed at achieving social and economic justice. Read the following about revenue expenditure. A. Revenue expenditure is expenditure incurred for purposes other than the creation of physical or financial asset of the central government, and it relates to those expenses incurred for the normal functioning of the government department and various services, interest payment or debt incurred by the government, or grants given to the state government and other parties, even though some of the grants may be meant for creation of assets. Identify the incorrect statement. Neither A nor B is incorrect. The state shall take steps to separate the judiciary from executive in the public services of the state. This is mentioned under Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. Read the following about Green Revolution. A. The Green Revolution was an endeavor initiative by Normal Borlaug in 1960s. He is known as the father of Green Revolution in the world. Identify the correct statement. Both A and B is correct. What is the literacy rate among males in India according to literacy rate of 2011 census? 82.14% is the literacy rate of males. The term Damba is a Prakrit word that is associated with which of the following rulers of ancient India? Asoka. In a classical dance, which rasa represents anger? Raudra. During 8 5-year plan, India became a member of the World Trade Organization on 1st January 1995. Who of the following singer popularized the Sambalpuri folk song Rangabati Rangabati? Krishna Patil. The Socio-Economic and Caste Census SECC 2011 conducted by the Government of India ranked households in how many categories? 3 categories. 77 Independence Day was celebrated in which of the following years? 2023. Which artist has won the Sangeet Nata Academy Award for contribution to child dance of Saraikela? Tapan Kumar Patanayak. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi launched Mera Yuva Bharat MY Bharat platform for youth of the country on October 31st, 2023 at Kartavya Path of the National Unity Day. In September 2023, who has been elected as the chairman of the Press Trust of India's Board of Directors for a 1-year term? K.N. Shan Kumar. Who has been appointed as the chairman of MasterCard India for September 2023? Rajneesh Kumar. Pool swimming of the Olympic Games takes place inside a 50-meter long swimming pool divided into 8 lanes. According to the data from the Ministry of Mines, the largest resources of gold ore primary are located in which of the following Indian state? Bihar. Which of the following sports is played by Siddharth Susde? Squash. Tapan Kumar Patanayak won the Sangeet Nata Academy Award in which dance form? Odyssey. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi unveiled logo theme and websites of India's G20 presidency in virtual mode in November 2022. Who has been appointed as the new CEO of Niti Aayog? BVR Subramaniam. Which country is India's neighbor to the west, sharing a significant border and is often a topic of geopolitical significance? Pakistan. How many players are there on standard ice hockey when there is no overtime or penalties team during a game? 6. players. Who was the founder of Sungha dynasty in India? Pushyamitra Sungha. Which of the following festival has Jallikattu as a feature? Pongal festival. In which of the following is required by aquatic animals to breathe underwater? Dissolve oxygen. According to 2011 census of India, the proportion of Sikh commune population has declined by 0.2 pp, that is percentage point. The Bardoli Satyagraha took place in which year? 1928. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is mentioned under the right to equality? Abolition of titles. Which regulatory body in India oversees and supervises microfinance institutions to ensure their compliance with regulations? RBI. Which of the following is an example of quasi-judicial bodies in India? State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Which of the following sports features the breaststroke as a technique? Swimming. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution under the fundamental duties is related to the value and preservation of rich heritage of our composite culture? Article 51A. The Indian Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister of India, has approved a bus scheme PM e-Bus Sewa for augmenting city bus operations by 1,000 e-buses on PPP model. Implementation of family planning program were among major targets of which of the following 5-year plan of India? Fourth 5-year plan. To which of the following states does the folk dance Korea belongs? Haryana. Which of the following dancers of India won the Sangeet Natak Academy Award for Folk Tribal Dance in the year 2018? Arjun Singh Durve. Right to property is a constitutional right under the constitutions of India. Who renounced his knighthood on learning Jallianwala Bagh massacre? Rabindranath Tagore. India's southern neighbors across the seas consist of 2 island countries. Which type of expenditure refers to expenses that does not lead to the creation of physical or financial asset? Revenue expenditure. Hockey India, under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, is the governing body responsible for planning and implementing all activities related to men and women hockeys in India. Wheat remained the mainstay of the grain revolutions for years in India. Kapil Dev lifted 1983 World Cup, then known as Prudential Cup 83, in the Lord's Stadium. How many horizontal rows are present in the modern periodic table? 7 horizontal rows. The Green Revolution significantly increased crop yield and transformed India's agriculture. What was one of its notable drawbacks? Environmental degradation. The Harappan probably got copper from present day of Rajasthan. Who has been awarded the Global Icon of the Year at the annual UK-India Award in June 2023? Mary Kom. Government in Budget 2023-24 has made announcement of Pradhan Mantri PVTC Development Mission for implementing targeted schemes for socially and economically backward scheduled tribes. Here PVTC stands for Particularly Vulnerable Tribal Groups. As enshrined in Article 168 of the Constitution of India, there are two houses of the legislature of a state. One shall be known as Legislative Council and the other known as Legislative Assembly. Which of the following is the capital of People's Republic of China? Beijing. As of June 2023, the Executive Director of World Bank selected Ajay Banga as the 14th President of World Bank for a 5-year term. Which city hosted the 2018 Asian Games? Jakarta and Palembang. Which instrument is played by Amjad Ali Khan? Sarod. Kuchipudi is a storytelling classical dance form from Andhra Pradesh. Puskar, camel fear is associated with which of the following states? Rajasthan. In which year did Abhinav Bindra create history by becoming the first Indian to win an individual gold medal at the Olympic Games in 10-meter air rifle event? In the year 2008. Read the following about revenue receipt. A. Revenue receipts are those receipts that doesn't need to claim on the government. B. Revenue receipts are divided into tax and non-tax revenues. Both A and B are correct. Folk dance Jatra is originated from the state of West Bengal. In which year did the father of Indian Green Revolution passes away? In the year 2023. Shiv Kumar Sharma, name is synonymous with santoor, Indian classical music instrument. Who has been appointed as the Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India in October 2023? Munesh Kapoor. The unemployment rate is calculated as per the ratio of unemployed workers to the labor force. Which Indian has been recognized as the Carnegie Corporation of New York's annual Great Immigration List in June 2023? Ajay Banga has been recognized as Carnegie Corporation of New York's annual Great Immigrant List in June 2023. Mendeleev's periodic law was modified and atomic number was adopted as the basis of modern periodic table. On 8 April 1939, Bhagat Singh and B.K. Dutt threw a bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly. The aim of this event, as their leaflet explained, was not to kill but to make the deaf hear. As of November 2023, how many fundamental duties are in the constitutions of India? 11 fundamental duties. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Sandeep Kumar? Archery. Which of the following festival is celebrated by Khamtis tribe of Arunachal Pradesh? Sangken. What is the rank of India in terms of the world's area among the countries of the world? 7th. Which state government launched Guruha Lakshmi scheme 2023? Telangana state government. The Attorney General for India shall hold office during the pleasure of President of India. Vahara Mihira's work, Pancha Siddhantika, deals with the 5 astronomical system. According to Ministry of Commerce and Industry, during the financial year April 2022 to January 2023, the agriculture exports has amounted to 43.37 billion. Which sport is Durand Cup associated with? Durand Cup is associated with football. Mohiniyattam, which belongs to Kerala in southern India, takes its name from the mythic enchantress Mohini. Who wrote the original handwritten version of the Indian Constitution? Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. Into how many ages is the prehistoric times in terms of technology divided? Into 3 ages. Brahmotsavam festival is historically native to which of the following state? Andhra Pradesh. The concept of judicial review in India allows the judiciary to review and strike down laws that are found to be in violation of fundamental rights. After the first 5-year plan of India, 2 subsequent 5-year plans were formulated till 1965. In which year was the first War of Independence take place in India? 1857. In August 2023, former Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar will become a national icon of the Election Commission to spread awareness regarding the need for greater vote participation in the electoral process. Sonal Mansingh is associated with which dance style? Odissi and Bharatanatyam. In which month Women Reservation Bill, the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill? In the month of September. Renowned violinist Lakshmi Narayana Subramaniam trained in Carnatic music as well as Western classical music. Which sport is played by Indian sportsperson Sania Mirza? Lawn tennis. According to 2011 census of India among the state or union territories, the male and female literacy rate is the highest in Kerala. Who has been chosen as a national icon to raise awareness about voting and educate voters for the upcoming 2024 election in India? Sachin Tendulkar. In India, there are how many steel manufacturing central public sector enterprise under the Ministry of Steel? 2. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (NREGA) aims to provide a guarantee of how many days of employment per year to rural households in India? 100. Which of the following statement regarding money is correct? Both 1 and 2 is correct. That is, 1. Money supply is a stock variable. 2. The total stock of money in circulation among the public at a particular point of time is called money supply. Which of the following pair of sportsperson and the sport they are associated with is correct? Both 1 and 2 is correct. That is, Manu Bhakar, shooting, Tajinder Singh, tour, shot put. In football, a direct free kick is awarded if a player commits any of the following offenses against an opponent in a manner considered by the referee to be careless, reckless, or using an excessive force. In which Indian state is Kambala, the traditional buffalo race conducted during the winter month to celebrate the harvest season? In the state of Karnataka. Which dance style was kept alive by the Devadasis? Bharatanatyam. Which iconic playback singer, known for his mesmerizing voice and classical hits like Meri Sapno Ki Rani Kab Aayegi Tu, was a music director and a composer? Kishore Kumar. The 19th century saw the golden age of Kathak, under the patronage of Wazir Ali Shah. In January 2023, the Union Cabinet of India approved the National Green Hydrogen Mission. The government budget is a statement of expected receipts and expected expenditures of the government for the coming fiscal year that reveals the budgetary policy of the government to achieve the twin objective of growth and stability. According to the Indian Constitution, the right to protection of life and personal liberty is a fundamental right of an individual. In volley, if the game is tied at 24:24 in any set, except fifth set, the set continues till one term builds a 2-point lead over the other. The script was used by Sungha as a variant of Brahmi and was used to write the Sanskrit language. In which state of India is the Flamingo Festival organized? In the state of Andhra Pradesh. As of October 2023, who among the following is the governor of Odisha? Raghubar Das. Average density of population in India is 382 persons per square kilometer according to 2011 Census of India. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mentions abolition or creation of legislative council in state? Article 169. Which of the following is an S-block element? Rubidium. Mahadev Govind Ranade was the founder of the Widow Remarriage Association in 1861. National Nritya Srimoni Award 2022 was won by Aparna Satishan. The first 5-year plan of India was based on Herod Damdomar model. Who among the following won the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup 2023? India. The MRTP Act of 1969 aimed at regulating and controlling monopolistic and restrictive trade practices. According to 2011 Census of India, the literacy rate in India is 72.99%. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Aruna Mishra? Boxing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the priority section of Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut RRTS corridor at Sahi Babad Rapid X Station, Uttar Pradesh on October 20, 2023. What does T stands for in RRTS? Transit. Which of the following texts is a main source for the study of the technique and grammar of body movement in Bharatanatyam? Abhinaya Darpana. Based on the Saxena Committee recommendation in 2011, the Ministry of Rural Development under the Government of India launched the Socio-Economic and Caste Census SECC. In which month is the Harvest Festival Lohri celebrated? January. James Augustus Hickey is also known as the father of Indian journalism. Who is famous for playing the musical instrument Sehnai? Ali Ahmed Hussain. Question number 6. Washing soda, sodium carbonate, decahydrate efflorescent crystal used for washing especially textiles is called sodium. Which state is connected to the Bastar Dasara festival? Chhattisgarh. Which 5-year plan objectives is established of a self-reliant and self-generating economy? Third 5-year plan. The first Indian to win the All England Badminton Championship in 1980 is Prakash Padukone, who has been crowned Femina Miss India World 2023. Nandini Gupta. India beat Iran in the final of the Asian Kabaddi Championship 2023 at the Dong-Il Institute of Technology Seokdong Culture Center in Busan, Republic of Korea in July 2023. When calculating net national product NNP, what is deduction from gross national product GNP? Depreciation. What is the minimum age to become a member of Rajya Sabha? 30. How many major theories has been established as on the origin of iron in India? 2. The National Dental Commission's Bill 2023 introduced by Health and Family Welfare Ministry. The establishment of Industrial Development Bank of India IDBI in 1964 was a significant step towards promoting heavy industries. Which hockey team was the winner of first Men's Hockey World Cup in 1971? Pakistan. As of 2023, when was the last fundamental duty added to Article 51A? 2002. Which of the following countries shares longest land border with India? Bangladesh. Which sport is played by Indian sportsperson Vikas Kisan Yadav? Boxing. In Himachal Pradesh, which of the following is a floral festival? Flag Festival. Which of the following sports is played by Deepika Palikal Karthik? Squash. Which of the following is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Arunodaya 2.0 is launched by which of the following state? Assam. As of May 2022, which of the following is not a part of Article 19 of the Indian Constitution? Right to property. Article 126 of the Indian Constitution mentions appointment of Acting Chief Justice of India. Which country hosted the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2022? India. Proposed by Lord Lytton, then Viceroy of India, governed 1876 to 80. The act was intended to prevent the vernacular press from expressing criticism of British policies, notably the opposition that had grown with the outset of the Second Anglo-Afghan War in 1878 to 80. According to the 2011 census of India, at all India level, the adult 15 plus years literacy rate is 69.3%. Which late veteran tribal leader of Tripura received the Padma Shri posthumously in 2023? Narendra Chandra De Barma. Ustad Zakir Hussain played tabla. Which of the following is the reason for unemployment? Large migration to a particular area. Which of the following is often referred to as the mother of modern Bharatanatyam? Rukmini Devi Arundale. who has been conferred with the Grand Cross of the Order of Honor by the President of Greece in August 2023. Narendra Modi. In which of the following years NABARD sanctioned Exxon Research Project to MYRADA? In the year 1987. Complete the sentence. Most of Asoka's inscriptions were in Prakrit and were written in the Brahmi script. What was the primary purpose of the Intensive Agriculture District Program launched during the Green Revolution in India? Increasing agricultural productivity in specific districts. Which of the following is an example of white goods? Air conditioners and LED lights. The wrestler must be at least 17 years old and must be sponsored by the National Federation to compete at the World Championship or Olympic Games. Who of the following was one of the stalwarts of Renaissance in Kudiyattam? Amanur Madhava Chakyar. What is the total literacy rate of Bihar according to 2011 Census of India? 61.8%. Which of the following sports is played by Mithali Raj? Cricket. In human, sound is produced by voice box. What is the other name used for voice box? Larynx. Which of the following tribe celebrates the Ronkar festival? Karbi tribe. Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India launched an e-Shram portal, e-Shram.gov.in, on 26 August 2021. The election of the Constituent Assembly of India was held in July 1946. With the following about liabilities. Both A and B, liabilities for any firm are its debts or what is owes to others. For bank, the main liability is the deposit which people keep with it. The Paleolithic period extends from 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. This long stretch of time is divided into lower, middle, and upper Paleolithic. This long span of time covers 99% of human history. Each game in table tennis consists of how many points? 11 points. Pandit Birju Maharaj choreographed famous song Kahi Ched Mohe from the movie Devdas and Mohe Rang Dolal from Bazirao Mastani. What is the poverty line in India typically determined? Levels of income and consumption. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mentions oath or affirmation by the governor? Article 159. Under the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramin Kaushal Yojana in Chhattisgarh, how many candidates has been trained as on August 1, 2023? 61,199. Which Indian has won 2 Oscars in the same year? A.R. Rahman.
Read the following about the Green Revolution in India. Both A and B are correct. The revolution was launched to address India's hunger crisis during the second five-year plan. The long-term objective included overall agriculture modernization based on rural development, industrial development, infrastructure, raw material, etc.
Which state is famous for Dandiya Raj dance? Gujarat. The Rowlatt Act of 1919 granted the British colonial government the power to arrest and detain Indians without trial Who was the first Viceroy of India at that time? Lord Chelmsford. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Jasprit Bumrah? Cricket. In 2023, which Indian origin scientist won the Spinoza Prize, also known as the Dutch Nobel Prize? Joyita Gupta. Which of the following 5-year plan of India aimed at accelerating food grain production, increasing employment opportunities, and raising productivity with focus on food work productivity? 7 5-year plan. Which of the following ground hosted the final of the Ranji Trophy 2022-23? Eden Gardens. In which year was the Vernacular Press Act passed in India? 1878. In the secondary sector, what kinds of activities are typically carried out? Providing finished products from raw materials. What is the term for playing area in a game of basketball? Court. What government has announced the launch of Mukhya Mantri Shramik Kalyan Yojana as a part of National Labor Day celebration? Arunachal Pradesh. India became self-sufficient in food grains and had sufficient stock in central pool. Even at times, India was in a position to export food grains because of Green Revolution. The Pharmacy Amendment Bill 2023 was passed in Lok Sabha in August 2023. It amends the Pharmacy Act 1948. Which of the following Union territories of India has the highest sex ratio as per 2011 Census of India? Puducherry. Who has achieved a historic milestone by becoming the second woman officer from the medical branch of the Indian Air Force to attain the esteemed rank of Air Marshal in October 2023? Air Marshal Sadhna S. Nair. In badminton, a quick whisk and a forearm rotation that surprises an opponent by changing an apparently soft shot into a faster passing one used primarily on the serve and at the net is known as flick. Which festival is traditionally associated with the practice of Jallikattu? Pongal Festival. Which classical dance drama from Kerala is renowned for its vibrant makeup, elaborate costumes, and exaggerated facial expression often depicting stories from Ramayana? Kathakali. Open market operation refers to buying and selling of bonds issued by the government. Which of the following parts of the Indian Constitution deals with amendment of the Constitution? Option 3. In Joule's law, pressure is kept constant, number of moles of gas is constant, volume is directly proportional to temperature. A, B, C are true. Who among the following had written the national anthem of Bangladesh, Amar Sonar Bangla? Rabindranath Tagore. Which is the highest civilian award in the state of Tamil Nadu, India, to recognize artists in the state for their achievement? Kalaimamani. The decennial census is conducted by the Office of Registrar General and Census Commissioner belonging to which ministry? Ministry of Home Affairs. The Indian political system is often described as federal system with a strong unitary bias, which features gives it a unitary bias. Single citizenship. Who among the following was the second ruler of Mauryan Empire? Bindusar. What is maiden over in cricket? An over with no runs scored by the batsman. A democratic government grows within the bound established by constitutional laws and citizen rights. Batu Kambas is associated with which of the following state? Telangana. Right to freedom of speech and expression is given under Article 19. In 1950, the Planning Commission was set up with the Prime Minister as its chairperson. Which of the following device is used to measure the distance traveled by the vehicle? Odometer. Failure of the third party that of the devaluation of rupee to boost export, along with the inflationary resistance led to postponement of fourth five-year plan, and therefore 3 annual plans were introduced instead. As per 2011 census, Hindus form 79.80% with a population of over 90 crores. Who has written the book The Philosophy of Bomb? Bhagwati Charan Vora. Namo Shetkari Mahasangam Yojana was launched by the state of Maharashtra. According to the National Sample Survey Office (NSSO), the unemployment rate for individuals aged from 15 years and above in urban areas decreased to 6.8% during January to March 2023 from 8.2% a year ago. In November 2023, which Indian skydiver jumped from a helicopter from a height of 21,500 feet in front of the world's highest peak, Mount Everest? Sheetal Mahajan. Which country did India's football team defeat to win the International Cup 2023? Lebanon. The term CRR in the context of Indian banking stands for Cash Reserve Ratio. Who unveiled the statue of the late Nathuram Mirdha in Nagaur, Rajasthan? Vice President. In 1950, the All India Kabaddi Federation came into existence and compiled standard rules. Who was the founder of Agra Gharanas? Khuda Bakhsh. Pasumarthi Ramalinga Sastry is associated with which of the following dance? Kuchipudi. Zawara dance is a popular folk dance of Madhya Pradesh. The language spoken in Jharkhand and parts of central India mainly belong to which of the following language family? Austroasiatic family. Article 163 of the Indian Constitution is related to which of the following? Council of Ministers to aid and advise Governor. As of July 2023, who has become the second longest-serving Chief Minister of an Indian state? Naveen Patnaik. Which of the following acts allow detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years? Rowlatt Act. Read the following about the impact of Green Revolution in India. Both A and B, that is, India becomes self-sufficient in food grains and had sufficient stock in central pool. Even at times, India was in a position to export food grains. The per capita net availability of food grains has also increased. Every year, the Flamingo Festival is celebrated at the Pulikat Lake near the Nilapattu Bird Sanctuary located in Andhra Pradesh. Nartaki Natarajas is the first Indian dancer, a transgender, to be honored with Padma Shri. In table tennis, a serve that hits the net but still goes over and lands in the opponent's service area is called net. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has been invited as a chief guest for India's Republic Day celebration 2023, marking the first time for this nation's president to receive this honor. Which law of Newton said that for every action force in nature there is an equal and opposite reaction. Third law. Gautam Buddha decided to find his own path to realization and meditated for days and under a peepal tree at Bodh Gaya in Bihar. In India, APEDA is related to which of the following? Agriculture. Which measure captures the difference between the government's total expenditure and total receipt excluding borrowing? Fiscal deficit. The spring festival of Holi is celebrated as Yaosang by the Meitei tribe in the state of Manipur, lasting about 6 days. The Constituent Assembly of India was set up in which year? 1946. What was India's literacy rate at the time of independence in 1947? 12%. Who was the renowned Indian Carnatic singer and the first artist to receive both the Bharat Ratna and Raymond Magsaysay Award? M.S. Subbulakshmi. Which of the following won the maximum number of total medals in the National Games 2023? Maharashtra. Ghumar dance is associated with which of the following state? Rajasthan. Which sport is the Wimbledon Trophy associated with? Lawn tennis. The 6th Economic Census of India was conducted in which of the following years? 2013. Who has been appointed as the new Vice Chief of the Indian Air Force on January 30, 2023? Amarpreet Singh. The government of India recently renamed the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award as the Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna Award. Asoka's Dhamma did not involve worship of God or performance of sacrifice. Which of the following was the 14th census of India? 2001. What dancing style was M.K. Saroja, who passed away in June 2022, well known for? Bharatanatyam. What is the sex ratio of early childhood 0 to 6 years according to 2011 Census of India, female per 1,000 males? 918. Tripani Nritya is associated with which of the following state? Gujarat. Elements in the modern periodic table are arranged in 18 vertical column called groups and 7 horizontal rows called periods. ATM booths comes under which sector of the economic activity? Tertiary sector. The Green Revolution started in the year 1965 and the third five-year plan of India was between 1961 to 66. The Board of Control of Cricket, BCCI, has appointed Azid Agarkar as chairman of Senior Men's Cricket Selection Committee in 2023. Under the Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, industries in India has been classified into how many categories? 3 categories. Which of the following statement is correct regarding Green Revolution? Only one great revolution made India self-reliant in food grains production. According to Indian constitution, how many organs are there in the government of India? 3 organs. Decathlon, which is organized for men, includes 10 events. Independence Day is celebrated at the national level at Red Fort in Delhi. Which country won the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022? Spain. Who among the following social reformers founded the self-respect movement? Perrier, social reformer. Which instrument is played by the famous music personalities Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma? Santoor. Which state government launched the Mukhya Mantri Nishulk Annapurna Food Packet Scheme on Independence Day in 2023? Rajasthan. In which of the following state of India is the festival Baisakhi celebrated? Punjab. In chess, which piece has the lowest value in terms of points? King. In India, the parliament is the legislative branch of governance. It is in charge of formulating laws. Who of the following was invented and popularized? Mohan Veena. Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt. The duration of Kabaddi match is of how many minutes, excluding break time? 40 minutes. Plasma is a form of matter in which many of the electrons wanders around freely among the nuclei of the atoms. Which of the following is the unique dance tradition of Himachal Pradesh? Nati. When a person seems to be working, but their work is not contributing to the output, it is known as disguised unemployment. Nandini Krisak Samriddhi Yojana is associated with which of the following? Milk. Which of these artists is a Manipuri dance style? Loyin. Rajkumar Singhajit Singh. In the Indian Budget 2021-22 presented on 1st February 2021, the Finance Minister of India announced an outlay of INR 1.97 lakh crore for the Production Linkage Incentive PLI scheme for 13 key sectors. In which year was the Roulette Act passed in India? 1919. Which Indian cricket has been announced as brand ambassador of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited BPCL in August 2023? Rahul Dravid. What is the total rural literacy rate according to 1951 census of India? 12.1%. Which of the following statement is correct regarding capital expenditure? Both 1 and 2, that is capital expenditure, result in creation of physical or financial asset or reduction in financial liabilities. Non-planned capital expenditure covers various general, social, and economic services provided by the government. Mauryan Empire in India was established in 322 BC with its capital in Patliputra, which is now known as Patna. What is the full form of NEIA? National Export Insurance Account. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has so far presented for Indian budget. She became first woman till now to achieve this feat, January 2023. Which sport is related with AFC Challenge Cup? Football. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mentions that the state shall maintain just and honorable relation between nations in Article 51? Who is regarded as the founding father of modern economics? Adam Smith. Which maestro of tabla, a percussion instrument, is regarded as one of the greatest musicians in the world and has collaborated with numerous international artists? Zakir Hussain. When the Banning of Unregulated Deposit Scheme Act passed? 2019. Who has been appointed as the first women chairperson of Railway Board? Jaya Verma Sinha. Backstroke is swim on the back in swimming. Article 14 to 18 of the Indian Constitution mentions provision related to which of the following rights? Right to equality. The Government of India to introduce a new economic policy in 1991. Which of the following pair of sports persons sports associated with is correct? Only two. Kuldeep Yadav, cricket. Volleyball can be played indoors or outdoors. Literacy represents a potential for further intellectual growth and contribution to economic, socio-cultural development of society. The portion of agricultural produce which is sold in the market by the farmer is called marketed surplus. The last and 23rd Tirthankar of Jainas was Vardhaman Mahavir. Which of the following is the last 5-year plan of India? 12 5-year plan. In India, the total number of members in the Legislative Council of a state having such a council shall not exceed 1/3 of the total number of members in the Legislative Assembly of the state. Which dance form from West Bengal combines elements of classical dance with martial arts and its movement often depicts stories from Indian mythology? Chow dance. Who has won the prestigious Emmy Award, which is considered among the top global honors for scientific research in energy and environment, in July 2023? Talapil Pradeep. The Dandi March, led by Mahatma Gandhi in 1930, was a significant protest against which British policy? Salt tax. What is the sex ratio in India as per 2011 census? Females per 1,000 males. 943. T. Bala Saraswati is related with which of the following dance? Bharatanatyam. Philosopher classified matters in the form of how many basic elements? 5 elements. Which sport term is not associated with cricket? Sprint. Which of the following is not one of the 8 core industries in India? Neither 1 nor 2. Coal. Number 1, coal. Number 2, crude oil. Which among the following countries is not a neighboring country of India? Japan. Transportation and storage falls under which sector of economic activities? Tertiary sector. What is the term for the policy of replacing or substituting imports with domestic production? Import substitution. In chess, what is a stalemate? A player's king has no legal moves, resulting in a draw. In which year Alexander invaded India? 326 BC. Article 19(1)(b) of the Indian Constitution is related with which of the following? To assemble peaceably and without arms. According to Census 2011, which of the following northeastern state has the highest literacy rate? Mizoram. The Ossuary Feast Festival is celebrated in which of the following state or UTs? Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Who of the following was the receiver of Bharat Ratna Award? Both 1 and 2, Lata Mangeshkar and Bhupen Hazarika. Who has been recently appointed as the Vice Chief of Indian Air Force in January 2023? Amarpreet Singh. Writ petition can be filed in the Supreme Court of India under Article 32 of the Indian Constitution. The state of Goa has launched Javat-e-Bazaar initiative in the month of September 2023. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Navjot Kaur? Hockey. Renowned for her Odissi dancing style, Sonal Mansingh is an eminent Indian classical dancer. She founded the Center for Indian Classical Dance in New Delhi and was honored with the Padma Bhushan in 1992. The Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry was formed in 1927. Non-metals are electronegative. They tend to form bond by gaining electrons. Ashtapadis of Jayadeva, Gita Govinda are sung and danced in which of the following dance form? Manipuri. Which former Prime Minister of India has been conferred Lifetime Achievement Honor in UK? Dr. Manmohan Singh. The fundamental rights is mentioned in which part of the Indian Constitution? Part 3. Yakshagana is associated with which of the following state? Karnataka. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mention special address by the governor to the state legislature? Article 176. Janardhan Prasad has been appointed as the new Director General of the Geological Survey of India in June 2023. Who among the following hosted the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2022? Australia. In swimming, how many false start warnings are there? 0. According to 2011 Census of India, what is the urban population as percentage of total population? 31.2%. Ravi Sinha has been appointed as the new head of India's External Spy Agency Research and Analysis Wing RAW in June 2023. What is the other name for solid carbon dioxide? Dry ice. New foreign trade policy has been launched on 31st March 2023 and came into effect from 1st April 2023. Which of the following is the time period of the first 5-year plan? 1951 to 1956. Who of the following was a Mohini Atam Doin who died in February 2023? Cannot really. Indian composer whose extensive body of work for film and stage earned him the nickname the Mozart of Madras. A.R. Rahman. Which of the following sports is played by Aparna Popat? Badminton. Vaisakhi is the festival of Haryana. Indian Muslim launched the Khilafat movement under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Sokat and Sokat Ali, popularly known as Ali Brothers. Which ancient text attributed to the sage Vyas is a central epic of ancient India and consists of 1 lakh verses in 18 Parvas book? Mahabharat. The designation designates 2005 as the International Year of Microcredit. Which scheme is not launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in 2023? Midday meal. What is the total percentage of the Christian population according to 2011 census of India? 2.3%. What is the term used to describe the ability of the Constitution to adapt and grow over time to meet the changing needs of society? Flexible. How many vertical columns are present in the modern periodic table? 18. The Indian Space Policy 2023 permits non-government entities (NGEs) to offer national and international space-based communication services. Bihu dance is a famous Indian folk dance which is conducted during the Bihu festival in Assam. A handball match lasts for a total of 60 minutes. What is the literacy rate among females in India according to Literacy Rate 2011 census? 35.46%. Aksham Lakshmi Devi receives the Sangeeta Academy Award for her contribution to Manipuri dance. Amrit Diwan Cup is associated with badminton. Ghulam Nabi Azad has announced his political party, Democratic Azad Party, and also released his party's flag in September 2022. In the first 5-year plan in India, trade was characterized by what is commonly called an inward-looking trade. President of India unveiled a 12-feet high statue of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and a Gandhi Vatika at the Gandhi Darshan in New Delhi in September 2023. In which year was the Arms Act passed in India? 1878. In June 2023, the Ministry of Culture recently announced that the Gandhi Peace Prize for 2021 will be conferred upon Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Around which of the following year did the Green Revolution begin in India? 1936. Which of the following is correctly matched with with respect to the person and related to the musical instrument? Both 1 and 2 use Srinivas. Mandolin, Bismillah Khan Senai. In India, within the legislative branch are the two houses of parliament. Crossover dribble is mainly associated with basketball. Till 1993 to 94, the poverty line in India was based on URP data. What does URP stands for? Uniform Reference Period. Which country hosts the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup? Malaysia. Which of the following festival is associated with Gujarat? Modera Dance Festival. India, also known as Bharat, is a union of states. Which of the following is a time period of 10 5-year plan? 2002 to 2007. During the ancient period of India, the term Sandhi Vigrahika was used to refer to which of the following? Minister of War and Peace. The Indian Constitution guarantees universal adult franchise for all its educated people. Change of inventories of a firm during a year or production of the firm during the year minus sale of the firm during the year. Pandit Ravi Shankar, Sahid Parvez Khan, Buddha Aditya Mukherjee, Anushka Shankar are associated with sitar. The 4 Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill repeals the Indian Penal Code 1860 IPC. Which city hosted the 2022 Commonwealth Games? Birmingham. The census of 1881, which was undertaken on 17 February 1881 by W.C. Plowden. In India, the Green Revolution was mainly led by M.S. Swaminathan. In which Indian state is the International Lusophone Festival hosted? Goa. The Office of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner comes under which of the following ministries of the Government of India? Ministry of Home Affairs. The legendary Kuchipudi dancer Dr. Raja Reddy referred to one of the following as Kali Yuga Satyabhama. Sobha Naidu. Which of the following element is a part of P block of the periodic table? Oxygen. As of October 2023, who is the Central Vigilance Commissioner of India? Praveen Kumar Srivastava. A handball team consists of 7 players. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission 2047 in Lalpur village of Madhya Pradesh in July 2023. Which team won the Sultan of Johor Cup 2023? Germany. Who established India's first girls' school? Savitribai Phule. This legendary Kathak dancer, known for his innovative and modern approach to dance form, is often referred to as Emperor of Kathak. Who is he? Birju Maharaj. In which schedule of Indian Constitution the concurrent list is given? 7th Schedule of Indian Constitution. National sport of Pakistan is field hockey. What is the meaning of the term Kathak? Storyteller. Which government department is responsible for implementing the Vaibhav Fellowship Scheme? Ministry of Science and Technology. Where was the first Asia Games held in 1951? New Delhi, India. Which of the following is not a directive principle of state policy mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Separation of legislature from executive. Which dancing form is classified as Eka-Arya? Bharatnatyam. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh announced India's first indigenously developed vaccine, Cervarix, for the prevention of cervical cancer. With respect to economic planning in India, the Bombay Plan was published in how many parts? 2 parts. Who was the founder of Kudai Khidmatkars? Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. The 8th five-year plan of India could not take off in 1990 due to the fast-changing political situation at that center. In the context of Indian census, what is the definition of literacy percentage? The percentage of people aged 7 and above who can read and write in any language. Which of the following pair correctly match in context of Persian and related to their musical instrument? Only one is correct, that is Totaram Sharma Pakawach. Basketball has 2 teams, consist of 5 players on each team. Vikshit Bharat Sankalp Yatra campaign was flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on November 15, 2023 at Kunti, Jharkhand. Which dance style does Geeta Malik have reputation for? Odissi dance. Which of the following is the SI unit of velocity? Meter per second. In which of the following state Hornbill Festival is celebrated? Nagaland. Which Mauryan ruler was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya? Asoka. According to the data of 2011 to 12, which of the following is poverty rate of birth? 33.7% approximately. Collateral is that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. Aga Khan Cup is associated with the game of hockey. Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia is a well-renowned exponent of Basuri. Dr. Norman Borlaug, a Nobel laureate, is known for his contribution to agriculture and food production. In which of the following swimming styles swimmer starts entering the water facing the pool wall. Backstrokes. The doctrine of laps was devised by Governor-General Lord Dalhousie. The number of oscillation per second is called frequency. There is a Council of Ministers to advise Constitutional Head of India, President, whose head is the Prime Minister. Which of the following observes the Constitution and respect its ideals, institution, national flag, national anthem is mentioned in Indian Constitution? Fundamental duties. How many Vande Bharat trains were flagged off by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi via video conferencing on September 24, 2023? 9 Vande Bharat trains. In India, the dependency ratio of children is a measure of the number of dependents aged 0 to 14. Tulip festival is related to which of the following state or UTs? Jammu and Kashmir. Jatin Goswami received several awards for his contribution to which dance style? Satriya. The Ministry of Finance has recently launched the Mahila Samman Savings Certificates 2023. Which sector of the economy focuses on intellectual activities and innovation? Quaternary sector. In cricket, gully station occurs between point and slip. Who has been selected as the new World Bank President in May 2023? Azir Banga. Which Gupta ruler was known for defeating the Sakas in Western region, assuming the title of Vikram Aditya? Chandragupta II. According to 2011 census, which of the following state is the least populated state in India? Sikkim. Which dance style is incorporated with both the Tandava and Rasya? Manipuri dance style. The X ring on the artery turtle. 10th inner ring. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in Amritsar in 1919, during which policy or act that allowed the British to arrest and imprison Indians without trial. Rowlatt Act. Read the following about Green Revolution in India. Both A and B are correct. The Green Revolution in India is largely the wheat revolution, as the wheat production increased by more than 3 times between 1967 to 68 and 2003 to 2004, while the overall increase in the production of cereals was only 2 times. It resulted in gain output of 131 million tons in the year 1978 to 79 and established India as one of the world's biggest agriculture producer. With what musical instrument is Ustad Binda Khan associated? Sarangi. How are the representatives of Union territories in the Rajya Sabha elected? Indirectly elected by the member of Electoral College. Which of the following Indian stadium is renowned as major venue for hockey matches? Kalinga Stadium. Sex ratio is used to describe the number of female per 1,000 males. A fast and low shot in badminton that makes a horizontal flight over the net is known as drive. The iron age in India is associated with the Vedic period which lasted for about 1500 to 500 BCE. India's population pyramid with a wide base and narrower top suggests what type of population structure? Expansive. Which state has introduced an upgraded version of its poverty alleviation scheme called Arunodaya 2.0? Assam. Fundamental rights are contained in Part 3 of the Constitution of India. Matho Nagrang is associated with which of the following state or union territories? Ladakh. Who has been nominated as Ambassador for War Against Waste in Jammu and Kashmir in September 2023? Banas Singh. Who of the following received Sangeet Nata Academy Award for his contribution to Satriya dance? Tankeshwar Hazarika Borbayan. In India, the Union government may create and dissolve any of the Union territories whose powers are more limited than those of the states. Consider the following statements. A, B, C are true. A guess that follows Boyle's law, Charles' law, and Avogadro's law is called an ideal guess. As per Gay-Lussac laws, at constant volume, pressure of a fixed amount of gas varies directly with the temperature. C. Silicon is present in group 14 and period 3 of the periodic table. With respect to the Anusandhan National Research Foundation Bill 2023, who will audit the account of the Anusandhan National Research Foundation annually? CSE. In the first phase of Green Revolution, which states primarily benefit from the use of HYV seeds? Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. What is the primary purpose of government budget in a country's economy? Allocating resources efficiently. The principle of state policy in the Indian Constitution aims to create a welfare state. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. The Simon Commission, appointed in 1927, was criticized in India because it did not include any Indian members. Which Indian state is known for the traditional dance form of Satriya? Assam. Which city hosted the Intercontinental Cup 2023, which was won by the Indian football team? Bhubaneswar. The most common tool for the Iron Age was the axe, which was used for felling trees, chopping wood, and as a weapon. Which will follow a pair of cricket tournament run by BCCI and its type is correct? Both 1 and 2, Vijay Hazare Trophy, List A matches, Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, T20 matches. Population census is conducted within a span of 10 years. With respect to trade and industry, what does DPIIT stand for? Department for Promotion of Industry and International Trade. The government of Karnataka organized the Hampi Dance Utsav festival every year, which features an scintillating performance of dance, drama, and music, is organized amidst the rock and ruins that date back to hundreds of years in the village situated near Vijaynagar. K. N. Shant Kumar was elected chairman of which body from September 2023? PTI. In which sport is puck used? Ice hockey. The motion of electric charge creates current and generates electromagnetic force resulting in magnetism. Amzal Ali Khan is exponent of Starot, who was selected as the recipient of the 41st Lokmanya Tilak Award on 1st August 2023. Narendra Modi. Which of the following artists has won the Sangeet Nata Academy Award for their contributions to Mohiniyattam? Gopika Verma. The Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Bill 2023 introduced by Home Affairs Ministry in 2023. Read the following about goods and service tax. Both A and B are correct. Goods and service tax is a single comprehensive indirect tax operational from 1st July 2017 on supply of goods and services right from the manufacturer or service provider to the consumer. It is a destination-based consumption tax with facility of input tax credit in the supply chain. Which of the following is not one of the pillars in the key approach to the foreign trade policy 2023 of India? Restriction to imports. As per which article of the Indian Constitution, the Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament? 79. Swami Dayanand Saraswati was which of the following reform association? Arya Samaj. Which of the following is not a p-block element of the periodic table? Magnesium. Article 39A of the Indian Constitution deals with free legal aid. Which of the following is the time period of the 6th 5-year plan? 1980 to 1985. Who is appointed as the new DGCA chief in January 2023? Vikram Devdutt. The National Saving Monthly Income Account Scheme 2019 has amended through National Savings Monthly Income Account Amendment Scheme 2023. On which date Major Dhyanchand birthday is celebrated as National Sports Day in India? 29 August. From 1997 to 98 budget, the practice of showing budget deficit has been discontinued in India. As per 2011 census, which of the following religions has the least population? Jainism. The actor's performance in a Kathakali plays is completely speechless, and the story is related using a vocabulary of facial expression and hand gestures. Which of the following Indian cities is associated with the Sangam literature? Madurai. Who among the following received Sangeet Nata Academy Award for his contribution to tribal dance Baiga? Arjun Singh Dorwe. Which island exists between India and Sri Lanka? Kachcha Tevu. Which of the following pair of sports Persian sports associated with is correct? Both 1 and 2. Sefali Verma cricket, Sushil Kumar wrestling. Ambubachi Mela is associated with which of the following state? Assam. Who was the father of Green Revolution in India? M.S. Swaminathan. The Finance Commission of India consists of chairman and 4 members. Name the 2023 Padma Vibhushan awardee who has served as an External Affairs Minister and Karnataka Chief Minister. Somanahali Malai Krishna. Sakur Khan and Pandit Ram Narayan are associated with which musical instrument? Sarangi. If the ball delivered by the bowler, not being a wide, passes the striker without touching his or her bat or person, any run completed by the batter from that delivery or a boundary allowance shall be credited as base. Pongal is a 4-day-long harvest festival which is celebrated at the harvest of crops like sugarcane and rice. Newland's law of octaves was only applicable up to which element? Up to calcium. Who was the first flag bearer for the opening ceremony of the Asian Games 2018? Neeraj Chopra. Who among the following is a Deputy Security Advisor appointed in January 2023? Pankaj Kumar Singh. Which was the first bank established in India in 1770? Bank of Hindustan. Rapid industrialization was the main objective of which of the following 5-year plans of India? Second 5-year plan. According to 2011 census of India, the growth rate of population of Hindus was 16.8%. Who was the social reformer and political leader who championed women's rights and played a significant role in the Widow Remarriage Act of 1856? Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. The Mauryan Empire was established in 1322 to 1321 BC by the great king Chandragupta. Who is the second woman officer from the medical branch of Indian Air Force to attain the esteemed rank of Air Marshal? Air Marshal Padma Bandyopadhyay. What was the target growth rate of the first 5-year plan in India? 2.1%. Which of the following Indian classical dancer was the youngest to receive Padma Bhushan? Sonal Mansingh. Which of the following state has launched Location Accessible Multimodal Initiative LSC CMI scheme in 2023? Odisha. Generally, the sex ratio has been calculated as the proportion of females to 1,000 males. Asar Ali Khan is associated with the following musical instruments? Rudra Veena. In freestyle wrestling, in which of the following situation does a wrestler is provided with 3 points? Bringing the opponent into immediate danger. Which of the following won the Raja Balinder Singh Trophy in the National Games 2023? Maharashtra. From which state the performing art or Tamthulal belongs? Kerala. The right against self-incrimination. Fundamental rights ensures that no person can be compelled to be a witness against themselves. Election Commission of India is a constitutional body. Credit of invention of the chess game goes to from which date Indian financial year begins? 1st April. What does LBW stand for in cricket? Leg before wicket. Which Indian dancer won the Sangeeta Academy Award for Manipuri dance in 2018? Akam Lakshmi Devi. Which of the following statement is true for the binary trait? 1. Traits were in order of atomic masses. 2. Atomic mass of middle element was roughly the average of atomic masses of other two elements. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Most of Asoka's inscriptions were in Prakrit language and were written in the Burmese script. Which of the following sector is the most labor-absorbing sector of the economy? Agriculture. Which of the following is a dance form of Assam? Bihu. The period of the decline of the Mauryas to the rise of the Guptas in 2nd century BC to 3rd century CE is known in Indian history as the post-Mauryan period. Which of the following state is the festival Vishu celebrated? In Kerala. Which 5-year plan of India was known as the Mahalanobis plan? 2nd 5-year plan. In July 2023, who has been awarded the British Prime Minister's Points of Light Award for volunteering several sustainability initiatives including raising funds for children since the age of 3? Moksha Roy. What is the time period for the rolling plan during the 5-year plan in India? 1978 to 80. Who won the ICC ODI World Cup 2011? India. Which of the following is not one of the fundamental rights mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Right to exploitation. In January 2022, has been appointed as the Director General of the Directorate of General of Civil Aviation. Vikram Devdutt. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced Atmanirbhar Clean Plan program with the outlay of Rs 2,200 crore to boost availability of disease-free and quality planting material for high-value horticulture crops. According to Constitution of India, a governor can be appointed for 2 or more states. The first census of independent India was conducted in 1951, which was the 7th census in its continuous series. Which of the following has invented the musical instrument bamhum and tikjik? Moa Subal. Certain fielding restrictions in cricket during few overs are known as power play. Which sport is played by the Indian sports person Bhakti Sarma? Swimming. In which of the following years was the Bombay High Court of India established? 1962. Various industrialists came together in 1944 and drafted a joint proposal for setting up a planned economy in India. It is famously known as Bombay Plan. India got its central bank in which year? 1935. Who among the following won the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2022? England. Which state of India has the highest population density as per 2011 census? Bihar. Praveen Kumar Srivastava sworn in as the Central Vigilance Commissioner in May 2023. Who is Maharashtra's second Deputy Chief Minister as of October 2023? Ajit Pawar. Bangladesh does not share land border with Sikkim. Who was the founder of Brahmo Sabhas? Rajaram Mohan Roy. Which of the following statement is correct regarding 9th Five-Year Plan of India? Both 1 and 2, that is, the plan focused on growth with social justice and equality. The time period of the 9th Five-Year Plan is 1997 to 2002. Which physical law states that the pressure and temperature of a gas are inversely proportional provided the volume and the number of gas molecules remain constant? Boyle's law. Read the following about the supply of money. Both A and B are true. That is, in the modern economy, money comprises cash and bank deposits. These are created by a system comprising two types of institutions: central bank of the economy and the commercial banking system. Kuchipudi dance form is associated with which of the following state? Andhra Pradesh. In population census 2011, the sex ratio in India is 943 females per 1,000 males. Hadu Khan and Hasul Khan were regarded as a great master of which style? Khyal style. Ugadi is the main festival of Karnataka, which marks the Kannada New Year. In the Indian subcontinent, the beginning of settlement of Mehergarh started about 8,000 years ago. Which Indian state has launched Abwa Awas Yojana 2023? Jharkhand. According to import substitution policy, instead of importing vehicles made in foreign country, industries will be encouraged to produce them in India itself. Executive power of Indian state is vested in governor. Who among the following was well known for their Kathakali dancing? Mandavur Vasudevan Nair. Which Government of India program provides 100 days of wage employment to households in rural areas to ensure livelihood security? Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. At absolute zero, the particles of matter stop moving. Deepika Palikal is a squash player. According to 2011 census of India, which of the following state has total literacy rate of 91.3%? Mizoram. Who is known as the Prince of Patriots? Subhash Chandra Bose. How many players are there on the standard Kho-Kho team during a match? 9 players. Dr. Manmohan Singh was recently honored with a Lifetime Achievement Honor by which organization for his contribution to economics and political life? India-UK Achiever Honors. Which Mauryan Indian emperor is renowned for his edicts and pillars? Ashoka. Strive to minimize the inequalities in income is mentioned under Directive Principles of Constitution of India. Mongbong Festival is associated with which of the following state or union territories? Nagaland. Addiction to the stock of capital of a firm is known as investment. Ayushman Khurrana's association with UNICEF primarily aims to support child rights and well-being. The objective of the Gatkill formula introduced during the fourth five-year plan was to allocate plan assistance to states based on their population and per capita income. As per National Geospatial Policy (NGP) 2022, online courses in geospatial science and technology areas are to be made available through IGOT Karma Yogi platform. Which Indian personalities is known as the Mozart of Madras? A.R. Rahman. Which of the following folk dance is related to the state of Maharashtra? Lejeev. Which team won the Ranji Trophy 2022-23? Saurashtra. Guga Navami is mainly celebrated in which of the following state? Haryana. What is the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha and how many members are nominated by the President? Maximum strength is 250 and 12 members are nominated by the President. HYVs in case of Green Revolution stands for High Yielding Variety Seeds. Who was the teacher of Chandragupta Maurya of the Mauryan Empire? Kautilya. This legendary Indian classical flautist is known for his mastery of the bansuri, bamboo flute and his mesmerizing performance. Who is he? Hari Prasad Chaurasia. When something accelerates along a circular path, centripetal force keeps it going in the circle. Economists call unemployment prevailing in Indian farms as disguised unemployment. The partition of Bengal took place in 1905. Of the following, of the following which is Kumudini Lakhia's most famous dancing style? Kathak. Mumbai's Baikula railway station received UNESCO Asia Pacific Cultural Heritage Award on Monday, that is 24 July. This award was declared in November 2022. The growth targets for the 5-year plan was set up with respect to net domestic product. Lakshya Sen is a player of which sport? Badminton. In the context of a government budget, what does the term fiscal deficit represent? The difference between government revenue and government expenditure. In June 2023, who has been appointed as the Director of United Nations Officer to Outer Space Affairs UNOOSA in Vienna? Arti Hola Maina. In shot put for male athlete, the medal ball weighs 7.26 kg. Which of the features of the Indian Constitution reflects the idea that the power of government are divided among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches to prevent the concentration of power? Separation of powers. Which of the following statement is correct regarding Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma scheme? Both 1 and 2 is correct. Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma scheme is a central sector scheme. This scheme covers artisans and craft people engaged in 18 trades. Which of the following term used in Kathak for standing? Third. Specification of football is a circumference should be between 68 cm and 70 cm. The Gautam Buddha taught in the language of the ordinary people. Prakrit. What is the total population of Hindus according to 2011 census of India? 96.63 crores. Kumi dance is related to the state of Tamil Nadu. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Polomi Gatak? Table tennis. With the following about balanced budget. Both A and B are correct, that is, the government may spend an amount equal to the revenue it collects. It is known as balanced budget. If it needs to incur higher expenditure, it will have to raise the amount through taxes in order to keep the budget balanced. How many national festivals does India celebrate? 3 national festivals. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Gaurav Gk? Golf. Bhutan is neighboring country of India. Which state of India shares border with Bhutan? West Bengal. The proportion of GDP contributed by the industrial sector increased in the period from 11.8% in 1950-51 to 24.6% in 1990-91. Which famous personality was awarded the prestigious German Peace Prize? Salman Rushdie. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution mentions power of the governor to grant pardons, etc., to suspend, remit, and commit sentences in certain cases? Article 161. In 2023, the International Astronomical Unit named a minor planet after Indian meteor astronomer Ashwin Sekhar. Zakir Hussain is famous for tabla. Which country's government awarded Malika Sarabhai the Palme d'Or? France. The Integrated Goods and Service Tax Amendment Bill 2023 amends the Integrated Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. The license rush in India during the mid-20th century referred to a system of industrial licensing. Definite shape, distinct boundaries are the characteristic of which state of matter? Solid. Which of the following sites is situated on the river Ghat, a tributary of the Bhima? In Namguan. In which year was the interim government formed as the center? 1946. Article 12 of the Indian Constitution provides for definition of state. Which of the following sports is played by Vijendra Singh? Boxing. With respect to trade and industry, what is MET? India's National Export Control List. In India, the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987 provides statutory status to the legal aid movement, and it also provides for setting up a legal service authorities at the central, state, and district levels. According to Indian Constitution, right against exploitation, prohibiting all forms of forced labor and traffic in human beings. This famous classical dancer and choreographer is known for popularizing the Odissi dance form and founding the Nritya Gram dance village, Huishe Pratima Gauri. Indian Space Policy 2023 sets the stage for private sector participation in space industry. Megasthenes, ancient Greek historian and diplomat, and author of Indica. Rukmini Devi Arundale was associated with dance style Bharatanatyam. In any tennis game, first point is 15. Which crop were primarily involved in the Green Revolution in India through the use of high-yielding variety HYV seeds? Wheat and rice. Who of the following was famous for Punjabi folk song and for singing a long breathless alap? Gurmeet Bawa. How many medals did India win in the ISSF World Championship 2023 at Baku? 14. Which one is not the cause of poverty? Slow growth of population. Who among the following is the director of the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission appointed in January 2023? Praveen Sharma. What is the unit of power? Which city hosted the Asian Games? Hangzhou, China. What is the function of Reserve Bank of India (RBI) with respect to monetary policy? Issuing currency notes. Who launched the Ayushman Bhava campaign in 2023? Draupadi Murmu. India shares its land border with how many countries? 7 countries. The Nuakhai festival is mainly seen in which state? Odisha. Jyotiba Phule founded the Satya Sodam Samaj Truth Seeker Society in 1873. The planned economic development in India begins with which of the following years? 1951. Which body in India is responsible for safeguarding and promoting the rights of consumers and ensuring consumer protection? National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. In 2022, India-born entrepreneur Gurdeep Singh Randhawa has been elected as the first representative of Indian community in Germany. The theme of the 12th Five-Year Plan of India was faster, sustainable, and more inclusive growth. How many questions were asked in 2011 Census of India? 29 questions. In the periodic table, which group consists of elements known as noble gases? Group 18. The Grand Cross of the Order of Honor was conferred on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in August 2023. In October 2023, who did 24-year-old Indian Grandmaster Karthikeyan Murali defeat in a chess match? Magnus Carlsen. Identify the ancient site from the information given below. This is an old site with caves and rock shelters. People chose this natural caves because they provided shelter from the rain, heat, and wind. These rock shelters are close to the Narmada River. Bhimbetka. From which state Pongal festival belongs? Tamil Nadu. Which team has won Ranji Trophy maximum numbers of times? Mumbai. In volleyball, if the game is tied at 14-14, in the fifth set, the set continues till one team builds a 2-point lead over the other. Which of the following statement is correct regarding measures of money supply? Both 1 and 2, that is M1 and M2, are known as narrow money, and M3 and M4 are known as broad money. Mukhyamantri Gramin Ghari Yojana was launched by which of the state of India? Jharkhand. Which of the following musicians have won the Dada Saheb Phalke Award? Gulzar. Which of the following parts of the Indian Constitution deals with official language? Part 17. The Vira Samaj was established in Madras. First Asian Games were held in New Delhi, India in the year of 1951. India shares longest land border with Bangladesh. Which of the following dance form is wedded with Hindustani music school? Kathak. As of October 2023, Savitri Jindal, the richest woman in India, has now become the 7th wealthiest person in the country. Which folk dance is related with state of Uttar Pradesh? Kazri. National defense roads, government administration are examples of which types of good? Public goods. In which year did Rangrazan Committee for Estimated Poverty Line submit its report? 2014. The Supreme Court has special advisory jurisdiction in matters which may specifically be referred to it by the President of India under Article 143 of the Constitution. The literacy rate is defined by the percentage of the population of a given age group that can read and write. Banks are organized institutions that accept deposits from depositors and advance loans to borrowers. The system of malware settlement was devised by Holt Mackenzie. Santur Virtuoso Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma has revolutionized the role of instrument in Hindustani music. How many Sanskrit plays were written by Harshvardhana? 3. Which of the following sports is played by Anthony Amalraj? Table tennis. Table tennis. The Prime Minister of India has launched the PMPVTG mission in November 2023. In this context, there are how many PVTGs in 18 states and UTs? 78. In which sport will you perform a smash shot? Badminton. Which of the following folk dance is associated with Goa? Dekni. This festival belongs to Sambalpur, Western Odisha. The new harvest crops are worshipped and people celebrated it by eating the first rice of the harvest together with their families. Nuakhai. The Indian-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) was signed on 18 February 2022 by the Minister of Commerce and Industry and the Minister of Economy of the UAE. How many fundamental duties does a citizen have according to Article 51A of the Indian Constitution? 11 fundamental duties. Who became the first Indian to win a bronze medal at the Asia Fencing Championship in China in June 2023? Bhavani Devi. Saina Nehwal is associated with badminton. Consider the following statement. Calcium is present in S block of the periodic table. Metal comprise more than 78% of all elements and appears on the left side of the periodic table. D block elements are also known as inner transition element. Both A and B is true. Prakash Padukone was a famous player of badminton. On September 24, 2023, Prime Minister of India has flagged off 9 Vande Bharat trains via video conferencing. As per the situation during the 2011 census of India, which of the following neighboring country is not included in the top 10 world most populous country? Sri Lanka. Where is the headquarters of Indian Bureau of Mines? Nagpur. Which team was the runner-up in the ISL 2022-23? Bengaluru FC. How many elements are presented in the first period of the periodic table? 2. The policy of permanent settlement was introduced in India in 1793. The official theme of 36th edition of the National Games 2022 of India was Celebrating Unity Through Sports. The Ghumar is a tribal dance from the Bhil community of Rajasthan. According to Article 32 of the Indian Constitution, the right to constitutional remedies is for the enforcement of fundamental rights. The 5-year plans were formulated, implemented and regulated by a body known as the Planning Commission. In India, the census operations are conducted in 2 phases. What are the 2 phases? House listing and housing census, population enumeration. Article 93 of the Indian Constitution mentions about office of Speaker of the House of the People. Who was the founder of Satyavahana dynasty in India? Simuka. The major festival of Tripura tribe is Kharchi Puja, Garia Puja, Khir Puja, Biju festival, Tirtha Mukh festival, Ashokastami, Ganga Puja, Lampra Puja and Wa festival. Sadhna S. Nair is the second woman officer from the medical branch of the Indian Air Force to attain the esteemed rank of Air Marshal. Fiscal deficit is the difference between the government's total expenditure and its total receipt excluding borrowing. Kartikeyan Murali is associated with which of the following sports? Chess.
Instrumental Shiv Kumar Sharma is related to Santoor.
Which Kathak dancer was awarded with Padma Vibhushan in the year 1986? Pandit Birju Maharaj. Which of the following personnel is associated with Sarvodaya Plan of 1950? Jai Prakash Narayan. In which year was the Lucknow Pact signed between Congress and Muslim League? 1916. Which sport is associated with Allan Border Medal? Cricket. Which of the following is the tenure of Comptroller and Auditor General of India? 6 years. In May 2023, Justice Prasant Kumar Mishra and Senior Advocate K.V. Viswanathan were be sworn in as Supreme Court judges. Who was appointed as the chairman of Senior Men's Selection Commission by the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, in July 2023? Azid Akarkar. Which age group is typically considered as the working age population in India? 15 to 59 years. Who of the following popularized folk dance Rai? Ram Saheb Pandey. The Government of India aims to offer affordable housing to urban residents by 2022 through Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana PMAY program, which was first introduced on June 25, 2015. Which of the following festival is mainly associated with Assam? Bihu. On July 27, 2023, Prime Minister Narendra Modi released 14th installment of PM Kisan of about Rs 17,000 crore to more than 8.5 crore beneficiaries. Which sport is played by Indian sportsperson PR Srijays? Hockey. In India, ARPEDA stands for Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. Which of the following statements given below are correct? Statement 1 and Statement 2 both are correct. DPSP is not enforceable by law. DPSP is non-justiciable. The Gupta Empire is often referred to as Golden Age of India, which field of knowledge saw significant advancement during this period. Science, art, literature. Which state government introduced the Gyan Sahayak scheme in July, aiming at addressing teachers' vacancy in government schools through contractual appointments? Gujarat. The concept of microfinance is primarily aimed at providing financial services to low-income individuals and small businesses. The Santosh Trophy is named after star Manmatha Nath Roy Chaudhary, a legendary figure in Indian football. To which of the following state of India does the dance form Mahasu belong? Himachal Pradesh. Pandit Ravi Shankar is a legendary sitar player and one of India's most esteemed classical musicians. Who became the first Indian to receive the Grand Order of the Chain of Yellow Star in the Republic name in June 2023? Draupadi Murmu. When a person leaves one job either voluntarily or involuntarily without finding another one, they are known to be going through frictional unemployment. Which of the following events was played in National Games 2023? Both 1 and 2, that is rowing and rollerball. Read the following about the Green Revolution in India. Both A and B. The Green Revolution in India referred to a period when Indian agriculture was converted into industrial system due to the adoption of modern methods and technologies such as the use of HYV seeds, tractors, irrigation facilities, pesticides and fertilizers. It was funded by the US and the Indian government and the Ford and Rockefeller Foundation. The Green Revolution in India primarily focused on improving the production of wheat and rice. Who is the first Indian singer to have performed at the Royal Albert Hall in London? Lata Mangeshkar. Which of the following is not associated with musical instrument sarangi? Nikhil Banerjee is not associated. The 1981 literacy rates excludes Assam, where the census could not be conducted. The famous work Arthasastra attributes to which ancient Indian scholar and strategist? Chanakya. Which of the following festival is celebrated on 25th December all over the world? Christmas. In September 2023, Vijayawada Railway Station was awarded the Green Railway Station certification with the highest rating of platinum by the Indian Green Building Council IGBC. Which state government has granted approval for the Location Accessible Multimodal Initiative LACCMI scheme aimed at establishing a sustainable, affordable and safe transported network for passengers and goods across the state? Odisha. The modern periodic table has 18 vertical columns known as groups and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. Which one is not a festival of Gujarat? Sunburn Festival. Gopika Verma receives the Sangeet Natya Academy Award 2018 for her contribution to Mohiniyattam. Which sport is played by the Indian sportsperson Jwala Gutta? Badminton. Major Dhyan Chand is a famous name in the game of hockey. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is related to the Election Commission of India? Article 324. To which of the following states does the dance form Laho belong? Meghalaya. Demonetization was a new initiative taken by the Government of India in November 2016 to tackle the problem of corruption, black money, terrorism, and circulation of fake currency into economy.